historic happening. I believe that we're in a cultural revolution. And they managed to paralyse an entire nation of men through fear of being called names. If I've broken the law by playing a film, then it's not me that's the problem, it's the law. Yeah, because I believe in free speech and I believe in freedom of the press. And if it's the truth, it's the truth. So yes, if that means now you're going to send me off to prison, send me off to prison. That's where I'm going. I didn't want to go to jail. Of course I didn't. I've got 3 beautiful children. I was scared, really scared, because our prisons are governed and controlled by Islamic gangs. And they held me on solitary confinement and they used the excuse for your safety. And I knew after 6 weeks I could start feeling myself. I thought, I'm not going to be well, yeah?
So you were in there solitary confinement, 7 months, just in a box?
So when they brought me in, there's the segregation unit of a prison is where you go. If you stab someone, you set fire to your cell, you burn something, it's a punishment. So in these cells, it's just a mat, a blue mat, yeah? So in normal cells, you have better facilities. You can have a wardrobe, yeah, but in these cells, there can be nothing you can break, yeah? Because people are usually trying to kill themselves. Sure. So 16 cells, and prison's a loud place. And even if you're on your own, you can talk to the people in the cells next door. When they brought me in, they cleared all 16 cells. So they put me in 16 cells. Our prisons are meant to be full, just me in 16 cells. So it was silent, yeah? I used to go on a visit, but in the end, after 6 weeks, I didn't want to go on a visit, yeah? And when I did go on a visit, I was agitated and I could see the change in myself. And I knew because I've already done solitary confinement before. Sure. And when I come out last time, I weren't well.
Yeah, what were the changes you noticed?
I'm withdrawn. When I come out last time, I'm withdrawn from my kids, from my family, connecting with them. I've spent 7 months on my own. I want to be on my own. Yeah, I want to lock myself away. And then when I come out, whilst I was in there, I had health assessments and I got diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder because, again, like that, like my aggression levels. Sure. And when I got in there in the first week, you had a meeting. When you're in solitary, you have a good board every 14 days. Doctor, mental health governor. So in my first one, I said, right, you're the expert, you're the psychologist. What is 9 months of total isolation going to do to me? And she said, it's going to be devastating. I said, so how are you doing it? I made a film, I'm a journalist. Played a film. No one's disputed what's in the film. It's the truth. The darkest stain in British history. This is the darkest. We allow men to be imported into our country who are hostile against, with an alien culture and ideology, to rape their way through our country. And whilst it was going on, our government, our police, our politicians, but the entire country remained silent and scared to speak about it. When we look at who we were, we need to remember who we are. We need to remember what's inside every single one of us. We need to remember where we've come from. We need to look at our forefathers and understand what they gave. And we've sat back and allowed this. But now, I sit quite happily that something huge is happening. A cultural revolution